When you got back, and I guess the David Von Erich Memorial Parade of Champions ended up being May 6th of '84. Now, you had obviously worked the stadium show before, but that one had a reported 50,000 people there. Did you have any kind of different feeling that night, knowing that that was the
Well,
memorial show for
that
him?
was the one where he was supposed to wrestle Flair
Yeah, and
for the
then
championship,
Kerry ended up wrestling Flair.
right? He was supposed to, and quite frankly, he was supposed to get the belt
I was gonna ask you
from
that
Flair
if
that night.
so from what everything you knew, David was supposed to win the title. So that is, I mean, that's pretty much true from everything you ever heard as inside the business that David Von Erich was going to become the NWA World Champion.
Yeah, from Flair.
Right.
So with his death and Kerry stepping up to take it, to step in his brother's stance, they, okay, drop it to Kerry. So that's what they did.
Now, were you aware of that prior to it happening, like that night as or the week leading up, however long, were you aware that that was definitely the direction that they were going to go at that point?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just curious more than anything. How did you feel that night knowing that, you had just lost a friend in Japan and here you are, 50,000 people. Did it have a different vibe to the entire show? I mean, I know you had worked the stadium show before. Again, it was 50,000 people reportedly there. Was it a different feeling that night than normal nights
Well,
or
a little bit, yes, because you do know that you've lost your friend, but went to the funeral over there, came back over here, did some funeral thing here. It's moved on. I'm not trying to be really callous, but quite frankly, it was a little bit after, you know, and I guess I would say the emotions of the whole thing, for me anyway, had at least moved on. And yeah, there was some, but I don't, I don't remember that it was really emotional in the locker rooms. I'm quite sure it would have been with Carrie and the Von Erichs, but you know, when you're on the card and up and down the card and things are going on, you're not in the room with them afterwards, quite frankly. You know,
yeah,
those types of things, the big shows, you come and go, and when you're on the run in territories like that, even today, I can guarantee WrestleMania, those guys, they hit WrestleMania and they can't wait to get the hell out of there. You know
yeah,
what I mean? They
yeah,
wrestle it and gone, and they're like, oh, you know, just move, because
yeah,
they're not, to a fan. You're like, oh wow, but to them, this is everyday life. You know what I mean?
mhm,
Hitting these towns and the big ones, and sure, the WrestleMania comes, but as soon as you can pretty much get out of that building, you do.
yeah,
You get on and you get back to the hotel and get away and get out of it, because you don't want to get, for one thing, you don't want to get stuck in the end with the crowd. So,
yeah.
it's like, was it special? Yeah, a little bit, but by that time, I guess it had become a little bit callous.
Yeah.